She was the face of fashion, gracing over 700 magazine covers. A muse to designers, a chameleon on the runway. But then she vanished. No scandals, no farewells, just silence. Years later, she re-emerged, revealing a story of pain, betrayal, and resilience. This is the untold journey of Linda Evangelista.
I'm Linda Evangelista.
I am not trying to seduce you.
I did local modeling first, and for like $8 an hour for the newspapers, bridal fashion shows, and I went to New York and I tested. I spent a fortune doing tests so that I could get a book together to go to Europe. And when I got to Europe, I started working every day.
Born in St. Catharines, Ontario, Linda Evangelista's journey to fashion royalty began unexpectedly. Discovered at a local beauty pageant, she soon signed with elite model management, propelling her to the fashion capitals of the world. By the late 80s, Linda wasn't just modeling, she was redefining it. With her ever-changing hairstyles and chameleon-like presence, she became the industry's favorite muse, collaborating with legends like Steven Meisel and Karl Lagerfeld. Her statement, "We don't wake up for less than $10,000 a day," wasn't arrogance. It was a reflection of her unparalleled demand and influence. By the early 1990s, Linda Evangelista wasn't just a supermodel. She was the supermodel. While others walked runways, Linda ruled them. Her image became a currency. Her presence turned designers into legends. She wasn't selling clothes. She was selling fantasy. With fellow icons like Naomi Campbell and Christy Turlington, she formed the original trinity, a holy trio that no fashion house could ignore. In 1990, British Vogue united the 5 faces that would come to define an era: Linda, Naomi, Christy, Cindy, and Tatjana. That image, shot by Peter Lindbergh, would spark the birth of the supermodel. George Michael's Freedom. 90s video made them household names. And Linda, she wasn't just modeling, she was making history. She cut her hair short, and suddenly the world followed. Vogue called it the Linda cut. Salons worldwide were swamped overnight. That's the kind of influence she had. Photographer Steven Meisel once said he couldn't shoot a campaign without Linda. Karl Lagerfeld called her the most professional model he'd ever worked with. She changed her look more than any model of her time. Red hair, black pixie, platinum blonde. And with every transformation, the industry bent to her will. But behind the flashbulbs and the fame, something was shifting. The fashion world was evolving, and it was evolving fast. The rise of heroin chic in the mid-90s changed everything. The glamorous look, tall, bold, powerful, was being replaced by something colder, thinner, more fragile. The supermodel era was fading, and with it, Linda's reign. Suddenly, the bookings slowed. The headlines moved on. Naomi focused on acting. Christy leaned into activism. And Linda disappeared quietly from the front row. No scandal, no farewell cover, just absence. In a world obsessed with visibility, her silence was deafening. No one really knew where she went. And those who asked were met with vague responses. She moved to London for a time, and then vanished again. While the world celebrated the rise of digital fashion and new Gen Z models, one of its greatest icons was nowhere to be seen. For nearly a decade, the woman who had shaped the world's image of beauty was absent from it. And when she finally did return, it wasn't to the runways. It was to tell the world what had happened to her face. In 2015, seeking a non-invasive solution to maintain her appearance, Linda Evangelista turned to cool sculpting, a popular fat-freezing procedure. Marketed as a safe alternative to liposuction, it promised to eliminate stubborn fat cells without surgery. However, for Linda, the results were devastating. Shortly after undergoing multiple sessions, Linda noticed unusual bulges forming on her body. These areas became hard and protruding, a condition later diagnosed as paradoxical adipose hyperplasia, PAH, a rare side effect where fat cells increase in size rather than decrease. The physical changes were just the beginning. Emotionally, Linda was devastated. She became reclusive, avoiding public appearances and battling severe depression. The supermodel who once graced countless magazine covers now struggled with her self-image.
He used to say, before I told him the truth, he used to make comments frequently like, "Mommy, do you remember when you used to be fun? How come you don't laugh anymore?" So I hate what this has done to my relationship with him.
In 2021, Linda broke her silence, sharing her story publicly, and filing a $50 million lawsuit against the parent company of Cool Sculpting. She alleged that the procedure left her brutally disfigured and caused significant emotional distress. Despite the challenges, Linda has shown resilience. She continues to advocate for awareness about the risks associated with cosmetic procedures and emphasizes the importance of self-acceptance and mental health. After the Cool Sculpting procedures left her with paradoxical adipose hyperplasia, PAH, Linda Evangelista retreated from the spotlight. The supermodel who once graced countless magazine covers now found herself battling severe depression and self-loathing. In interviews, Linda revealed that she couldn't bear to look at herself in the mirror, stating, "I didn't want to see myself because I didn't love myself or like myself." Her self-imposed isolation was a stark contrast to her previous life in the public eye. Despite undergoing 2 corrective surgeries, the physical changes remained. The emotional toll was immense, leading Linda to seek therapy to cope with the trauma. In 2021, Linda filed a $50 million lawsuit against the parent company of Cool Sculpting, alleging that the procedure left her brutally disfigured and caused significant emotional distress. The case was settled in 2022, allowing her to begin a new chapter in her life. Linda's story serves as a cautionary tale about the pressures of beauty standards and the potential risks associated with cosmetic procedures. Her courage in sharing her experience has sparked important conversations about self-acceptance and the true cost of beauty. After years away from the limelight, Linda Evangelista made a triumphant return to the fashion world, reminding everyone why she remains an icon. In September 2023, Linda reunited with her fellow 90s supermodels for Vogue's cover, symbolizing a powerful moment of resilience and unity in the fashion industry. Beyond modeling, Linda opened up about her personal battles, including her experience with breast cancer, showcasing her strength and vulnerability. Linda's return wasn't just about reclaiming her place in fashion. It was about inspiring others to embrace their stories, scars and all. Linda Evangelista's impact on the fashion world is immeasurable. As one of the original supermodels, she redefined the role of a model, transforming it from a silent mannequin to a powerful voice in the industry. Her chameleon-like ability to transform her look set new standards in the modeling world. Designers and photographers were captivated by her adaptability, making her a muse for many. Beyond the runway, Linda was a trailblazer in advocating for models' rights. Her famous quote, "We don't wake up for less than $10,000 a day," wasn't just a statement, it was a declaration of the value and influence models held. Linda's influence extended to mentoring the next generation of models, sharing her experiences, and guiding them through the complexities of the fashion world. Her resilience in the face of personal challenges, including health issues and industry pressures, showcased her strength and commitment to authenticity. Today, Linda Evangelista remains a symbol of empowerment and transformation. Her legacy continues to inspire, reminding us of the power of reinvention and the importance of staying true to oneself in a world obsessed with perfection. Linda Evangelista stands as a beacon of truth, a woman who has lived many lives under many lights, yet never lost the essence of who she is. Her story isn't just about fame or fashion. It's about survival, about reclaiming identity after being broken, about healing through acceptance, about daring to be seen again, on her own terms. In 2022, Linda courageously returned to the public eye, not to bask in past glory, but to tell her story, raw and unfiltered. The woman who once ruled the world's runways was now bearing her scars, and in doing so, she gave countless others the permission to love themselves again. The runway has changed, the fashion world has shifted, but Linda, she's not chasing youth, she's walking into legacy. Today, she lends a voice to causes close to her heart: body positivity, cancer awareness, and mental health. Her journey has taught the industry to embrace vulnerability, and in doing so, redefined what true beauty means. In her own words, Linda now sees her scars as trophies, reminders of everything she has overcome. And in this new chapter, she wears them not just with grace, but with pride. The fashion world may always evolve, trends may fade, icons may come and go. But Linda Evangelista? She carved her name into the soul of it, and she's still not done.